I watched it yesterday. I'm reporting on it today, so to speak. Movie notes on Black Mass 2015 film, April 2026 viewing. It is Sunday, 19 April 2026, so I watched it yesterday and filming this the day after. Here I talk through my movie notes for my Saturday, 18 April 2026 viewing of the 2015 film Black Mass, which is a biographical film about collaborative effort in the 1970s and 1980s in Boston between an agent for a United States of America intelligence agency and an Irish leader of organized professional mob activity to address Italian organized professional mafia activity. I thought it was, the Irish mob and the Italian mafia. So perhaps the movie takes a little bit of favoritism towards the Irish by using the term mob for both, if it really is mafia for the Italian organized professional activity, mob type. This isn't to be confused with flash mobs, like, you know, the dancing kind of mobbing. Yeah, so this is like, yeah, the kind for, what is it, crime thrillers. Anyway, so I decided to rest my eyes with all the beautiful men behind my eyelids before putting this video, the one I'm filming, out there for open fire. So can I name them / some of them from memory? I watched this yesterday. Do I remember? Johnny Depp was in this movie. He portrays the leader of the Irish. If you don't know who Johnny Depp is, he was also in Secret Window movie. All right, there was Benedict Cumberbatch, who probably didn't introduce in the correct order. Is the brother of Johnny Depp in the movie. I'm just gonna do it like that. But he's like an intelligence agency person who works with the Joel Edgerton character, who's the intelligence agency guy. Benedict Cumberbatch was also in The Imitation Game, which is about Alan Turing. You guys know I like that man. And then Joel Edgerton was Tom Buchanan in The Great Gatsby, 2013. Let's see, it was Kevin Bacon, who was perhaps legitimately the most famous actor name in my upbringing, for real, in my community. I was born in approximately early to mid 1990s, and this was the first movie I watched. How did I walk myself into first territory? This is the first movie I watched where I was like, hey, Kevin Bacon looks good. He's a hottie. Okay. As I was watching this again, he looks like Tom Brady. Tom Brady and him look like each other in this movie. Okay. Do I know what else he was in? He was in this movie, Kevin Bacon. Sorry, Kevin Bacon, if you're watching this. And then last up, Jesse Plemons. He was in, I recently covered, as in, I think in the past year, possibly, 2024 film, Kinds of Kindness. In that one, he kind of looked a little bit like Joe Alwyn, who I've also mentioned on this channel. So it's got a really shiny male cast. It also had Dakota Johnson, who it was lead female Anastasia Steele in 50 Shades of Grey, that series. So there's some notes about cast. Okay, back to the cast. This is one I was like, oh. I've watched this movie a number of times. My rating is 5 out of 5 stars still. It's well done. It gets into the kind of dynamic between intelligence agency activity and organized, mob activity. And it kind of depends it from kind of the scary mob, it's in contrast to The Departed, where it's really about like the blood and the gore and the scary mob. This is really about but how do we address it? And it's this movie that I quite love. Some people not so much. It's like one where they kind of like take on this leader of like mob activity to kind of like be like, let's curb mob activity, and then the people who get involved, like their lives kind of like go kaboom. And so it's like it's the perfect storm. So if you've ever seen The Perfect Storm with Mark Wahlberg, and they'll die. Right? It's not The Perfect Storm is the one where like they know how to survive and they don't. And this is kind of like that of like mob behavior, so to speak. The bad guy walks away and the rest are like go to prison. Yeah. Or lose their job or that kind of thing. So it's really like it's a bit different for the genre, and I quite liked it. It gets into like, I would say maybe the correct term is daily life, including a parade that has Ireland flags and bagpipes and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I like this one. It's boring. It's like me. Okay. And so 5 out of 5. And then my last note is, was Dakota Johnson cast in her role to communicate crimesters, cops, and intelligence agents have sex? Were they invoking that 50 Shades of Grey legacy? I think I have thought that every time I have watched this movie. I'm like, did they put her in here just to be like, they canoodle? Watch me join the military and not have sex. Would that be my mind blown? Poof. Is it a stereotype that war means sex? So I was just like, kind of like, but it's such a good one. So there we go. As my movie notes on Black Mass 2015 film, 18 April 2026 viewing.